Well, there's a really good chance you know of Brooke Goff, founding attorney of Goff Law Group. But did you know that she has a passion for baking?
I am learning this. She actually has a regular series on Facebook where she shares recipes and legal advice. Melissa Cole joined her in the kitchen to make some brownies. Take a look.
Hi everybody, we are here today with attorney Brooke Goff in her beautiful kitchen. Hello there.
Thank you. Hi, how are you?
Good. I'm excited because we're going to be baking a little something today and chatting a little bit.
Super fun. Always fun to bake and chat at the same time, right?
And this is something that you actually started during COVID.
I did. So during COVID, my son was second grade and they only sent us home with like 30 minutes of work for a whole day, and we work 8 hours, right? So we tried to like kind of fill in the blanks. I did yoga classes on YouTube, everything else, but I also designed a little home ec class, right, which would be a little bit of baking with him. One morning I also was shooting legal commercials during that point, just to give people education with my crazy hair and everything, because couldn't get a haircut, couldn't leave the house, couldn't get to the dry cleaners. It was awful. But I would that morning I was running late, so I went in and he reminded me I was late. And he's like, Mom, he's like, you know, I wish you would have done this first. And I thought to myself, I'm like, why don't I do it at the same time? It was like a light bulb went off. So I'm like, so we launched it. So my social media person and I, we got together and we said, listen, let's bake, talk about wine, because I had just left Napa maybe, I don't know, the summer before COVID, and let's bake and talk about personal injury. And now we're here 4 hours later. We have a professional camera crew. We shoot every week, and we have like 15,000 followers.
That's amazing.
It's great.
So you can go on Facebook, watch you do a little cooking, and learn something at the same time.
Yeah, Goff Law Group on Facebook, and people that follow us, what we do every week is when people send us their recipes every week, we pick a recipe, and then we give away a free KitchenAid stand mixer.
Wow.
Every week.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So had you always been into baking and cooking?
I love baking. I come from a family of bakers. My grandmother, my Nana, we called her, and my mom is actually like an avid baker. She, I was able to retire my mom when I started the business, which is great. She's one of our secretaries, and when she comes down to the office to see everybody, she comes in. You see the size of this island, probably half this island of baked goods that she's been baking for weeks to bring it in and show it off, and everybody else. So,
well, people love food. You know, what brings us all together, really.
It is, and I don't know. We just kind of have a little knack for it, so it's fun. It started as a hobby, and now it's part of my business. It's really great.
All right, great. So today, I think we're making brownies.
We're making like super fudgy dark chocolate brownies, because brownies should never be cakey. If they are,
no, they need to be fudgy.
Eat a piece of cake.
Yeah,
right?
you're right. You're right.
So what makes brownies so fudgy are a few things. One, moisture, right? So the thing with brown cookies, you can make super soft because you use brown sugar, which is made with molasses, right? So you can add a little more eggs, or butter soft versus hard, harder butter. Brownies, you can't really do that. So the vegetable oil to water content is one way you can mess with it a little bit. The more vegetable oil, the fudgier they're going to be. So if they say half a cup of vegetable oil, half a cup of water, 3/4 of a cup of vegetable oil, 1/4 cup of water will give you a more fudgy.
So you can actually tinker with the recipe a little bit. I didn't realize that.
This is my favorite. I already have it all mixed up here. I love, this is the best cocoa blend ever. It's from King Arthur. You can't get it in the store, unfortunately, yet. So, and
order it online?
Right.
Okay.
But how do you get the chocolate to come out of the recipe? People don't know this. Coffee and chocolate go hand in hand. So espresso powder, King Arthur makes the best one. Okay. This recipe is rich in, but what do you think I use instead of water?
Coffee?
Coffee.
That's a great idea.
So what I do is I take vegetable oil and I balance it. So this is so it's like half a cup of vegetable oil, and like it usually calls for like 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. So I just brew a cup of cappuccino, espresso really, because I don't do the milk, and I just add it in, and it brings you're getting espresso powder, you're getting espresso, then you're getting eggs and vegetable oil.
So this is going to be a really dark chocolatey brownie.
Super dark chocolate, yeah.
All right,
so
let's mix it up.
Obviously, so I mixed up, so there's flour. I haven't done gluten-free with this, and I haven't done regular or Splenda with this, so I wouldn't recommend anybody try it until like kind of, if you go on my Facebook, you'll see I'll try it one day. But confectioner sugar, all that good stuff, mix it all together. Now, people need to understand that when you mix dry ingredients, you're supposed to whisk them, right? So I see many people using spoons like this. You're not going to get the right folds for the ingredients, right? So whisk for dry, spoon for wet ingredients. So you whisk all this stuff together, add your wet ingredients, right?
So this is the eggs and the oil?
Yep, eggs and oil. And this is the best thing. Measure out your oil, then just crack your eggs in the oil.
Oh, that's
and then you're going to save some stuff. Yeah. Whisk that, and then you're just going to take and you're going to pour in
the espresso.
So we take our spoon, and then slowly, because the stuff you'll wear it quick.
Okay.
Mix it all together. Obviously, it'll take you a minute. It's good for the kids to do this part.
Yeah.
If you don't mind the mess, I suppose. And then you're going to mix it together, and it takes a little bit. Now, I put nuts in this one. I used pecans, but you could use chocolate chips. These are the only chocolate chips I use is Ghirardelli, always. Same with my baking products, baking powder, baking soda, all that stuff is Bob's Red Mill. It's just the best stuff.
All right, so we'll mix it up, put it in the oven.
Then you're going to pull it out of the oven.
Let's see. I can't wait.
Right? So,
Whoa.
yeah, so let them sit for an hour because you don't cut them. Always.
How do you not cut them right away?
You don't, because they're going to break. But always line your pan with parchment paper because they keep cooking in the pan when you have them in. So what I do is I just pull them out on the parchment paper, super duper hot, 2 minutes out, put them down, just let it sit there for an hour, then go back and cut it. And it's absolutely delicious.
This is what you get.
Yeah, that's what you're going to get.
Oh my
There you
gosh,
go.
delicious. So people can find this recipe on your website.
You can find it on the website, golflawgroup.net. You can see it on Facebook. I baked them yesterday live.
Okay.
Or you can always email us, Brooke at golflawgroup.net with an E, Brooke, and or just come in and see us. I always have baked goods in the office because I'm always baking. So.
Smells amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You've heard of legal seafood? Well, this is legal brownies.
I think I want that right now.
Me too.
I need to figure out a law question just so I can get the brownie.
Absolutely.
For more information, you can visit golflawgroup.net. I did not know Brooke was such a generational baker. Pretty cool. And you can also follow along on Facebook at Goff Lawyer, on Instagram at Goff Law, or yes, she is on TikTok at Brooke Goff Official.
Unbelievable. What a great job.